Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Appletown, A New Beginning. I think I'm going to drop the new beginning part because we've been doing this a while now. We're 13 episodes beyond fixing the traffic, right? So it's not a new beginning anymore. This is a nicely established 60,000 population city on this European map. And what do we need to do today? Well, we are going to look at this undeveloped section. Let me see if I have it labeled yet. I do not have it labeled yet. I wanted to check real quick before we start things. I wanted to check how much, not how much we're exporting. We're doing better on exports. Okay, what I'm looking for, I just figured it out. What I'm looking for is these guys right here. Yes. So now we're up to 2,255 of 5,000 leisure squares to get a casino. I could swear there used to be a casino available before they had all this leisure stuff. Leisure and tourism. And 1,640 of 5,000 to get the driving range, because I kind of want to get the driving range. I don't think they have a golf course in here, though. I downloaded one from the workshop and then never really liked it. Really early on when I first got the game. I'm just rambling on now. So what are we going to work on? We are going to work on this little section right over here. And I still don't particularly care for... I don't care for this exit here. I want to do something about that. But, and I really didn't think this through before I started this. I apologize. I just didn't think it through. So you're going to have to put up with my Hawthorne Park not having thought this through a lot. And do we make this one big area, or do we make this another? Let's go ahead and make it another. We are increasing the density of our city. That is for sure. Because we are filling in the gaps. And that's what happens in cities, right? Right? We don't have large, wide open spaces in a lot of cities. And that is a big complaint. I just do not know what to do about this exit. I reconfigured this a bit ago where I took this guy, it was intersecting with this road, and then I never went ahead and finished it all. But anyway, Hawthorne Park. We're going to make Hawthorne Park a specialized... Let's see, people come in and they're going to be like right next to this big industrial area. That's going to be popular. That's going to be really popular. Who thinks of these things? Sorry, it's me. All right, so do we want tourists to go there or leisure? Does anybody care if you're living in a town and your leisure is next to, a huge hill or a pretty good sized hill, and then you're over here in your industrial area? I'm gonna say that tourists will care more. So I'm gonna say this is for leisure. And then here I'm gonna say this is for tourists. Cherry Pike, Hawthorne Park. Cherry Pike? Cherry Park. Gosh, I saw Drummond Pike over here, and I said Pike. All right, so we don't have a ton of demand, and I think high density commercial zone. I think I think if this is more the tourists, I mean, the thing is, you don't want to zone too much at one time because it doesn't work well. So we're going to leave it at that. So I guess we'll do the tourism first. And tourism is what is needed first. So that will take care of that demand. So let's let this guy run a little bit. All right. One of the issues that I've had the last couple episodes has been the demand is not really there. Now, some of you may say, well, build a lot more and build, if you start building more, then you're going to get more demand. And we should, I think we're about at the end of the death spiral, but I don't know. They say 26% are seniors. Yeah, I don't know. I tend to think this drop was 50 to 40, 50, to 46. So this could go down to like 56 before it's all said and done. Because we got to get that senior population down a bit. I wonder if it would be the worst thing in the world to not have this exit here. Now, what would that mean? I mean, I don't know how many people, how many trucks and stuff. I guess a certain number do use it. Now, the other option would be build a more traditional exit. They're having to make a left turn here, so make it a traditional exit right here. Now, this is pretty high up. I don't think that's just a standard level up. So I don't know. But then you've got, at least you have some, these are weird exits, entrances to the highway. Just kind of bizarre. And I really just do not like this. I don't like it at all. Look at that. We have one building in Crest Resorts. I could do, I didn't think about this, but I could do the luxury hotel. It's $4,000 a week though. 5-star hotel. I don't think people in a 5-star hotel are going to want to look out their window at the South Industrial area. All right. Anyway, we'll develop a Hawthorne Park. See how this manages itself. We probably need. I see what I've done here. I have not provided adequate waterage to those new areas. All right, this is looking a little stark too. So I don't know. We should probably try to think about development down here. And this is probably a bigger slope than I'm making it out to be. but yeah, see, that ends up being a bigger slope, and that's why it does that. It levels off. The question is, who, pray tell, wants to live down here overlooking the bay? I mean, it's not a bad gig, you know. As long as you don't mind that there's a harbor down here that you have to deal with the noise from. All right. So, I have broken a rule here that I didn't have two ways that power was provided to this area. And I don't like breaking that rule because it can tend to get you in trouble. So I'm going to remedy that and just do a silly straight over here to the ore district. Okay, now we're finally getting a little bit of a boost and residential demand, which is fantastic. And I'm going to leave those guys out of this because I'm going to make this a nice little community of homes that are self-sufficient. And I'm doing that for two reasons. A, I don't like the European... Well, European low density isn't bad, but European high density, I do not like these styles of buildings at all. And the only reason why I didn't change it is it decimates your population when you first... If you go away from the European, change it to the Boreal or something, it takes away all your buildings. So it's not pretty when you do that. So no residential and self-sufficient buildings. Maybe what I'll do here is maybe I will not do that side of the street and not make it quite so big, but just do this side of the street for that. And then I want to get some building going on. I feel like I've just let things slide for, kind of status quo for too long. So this is a lot of building to do of residential. And so I don't know if this was a good idea or not to zone that much. And we probably need to come up with a better name than Briarwood Square. What do you say? Probably a better name. Yeah, there's probably techniques that you can use to build on hills and stuff. I think I saw a tutorial out there for that. And I probably need to take that tutorial. Because I really don't know. Generally speaking, if it can be zoned, the zones will level out the land next to the road, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't look really bad, when you end up doing that. Anyway. Alright, so now we've got some self-sufficient buildings coming in here. I think that's just outside the zone. I think this side of the street is inside the zone. Yeah. So we're fulfilling a little bit of that. Let that run in 3 mode for a little bit. So this is going to fill this area in a little bit. I just feel like it was just kind of it was just a little stark, All right, everyone, that's it for this episode. We got this new Briarwood Square, which I got to rename. We took care of Cherry Park has developed quite well, and they are complaining. They don't have enough customers. That's why we were getting demand for residential. Yep. So we probably needed to build some residential. You know what we could do? This is tourism down here. Well, we're just going to take care of some of that tourism demand. Residential demand. By making a bunch of apartment type places that can be rented. Right? And that can be in your tourist district. And these people will be right on the highway. And we're going to do something really nice for these people. And then I'm going to let you go. Until next time, we have Cherry Park developing nicely. We will develop Hawthorne Park maybe next time if we get some demand. And it looks like our demand is popping up. It's popping. It's really popping over here and that's next time. But I'm not going to continue to get distracted here. 61,827 is what we're going to close with, and 1.1 million in revenue. And I've got some big plans coming up for the next few episodes, so stay tuned.